Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. I have another Dodge Ram with a 5.9 liter engine, this time a 2006 coming from New York. Matthew, this is your computer or computers. He sent this computer the 8th, May 8th. Today is the 18th. And I tested out and it's not repairable. It's actually a hardware component issue, which is the microprocessor that cannot be replaced on these modules. I said, I'm sorry, but it's nothing I can do with this. It is definitely the computer. So I quote him, computer, he approved. I ordered the module. It's obviously a used module. I'm going to refurbish the computer for him to make sure all is good and give him like that a 1-year warranty. Let's see what I have in here. Let me show you first. That is his original computer, which is a CM849B, which is exactly the same part number we have here, CM849B. Same year, exactly, calibration and everything are the same. I have all the parts ready because I want to test the computer. I already programmed the bean, and I want to show you because I told Matthew that I was going to record a video for him so he can see the module open and his original is still here, which I'm going to connect so you can see the bean numbers on both. And this is actually a process that I want to share with you and with him. Like, this is full transparency. I will send both modules. So I don't keep this as a core. No good module. He can do whatever he wants with that. I will send everything back to Matthew. All right, so let me show you the concerns. Let me open the folder. So this is the note for his computer. It says intermittent long crank, power loss, slightly rough idle, torque converter lock, unlock. Cylinder contribution number C drops to 89 to 90%, then will return to normal at times, or 6 will return to normal, and then 2 other cylinders will have goofy numbers. But either runs great or acts up. Every time you run the cylinder performance test, even with dealer scanner, it says the P0606, which I'm going to show you, and it does. It is this code. I'm going to show you the full code is not repairable. If you get a 606, there is a procedure that you need to follow before you condemn the computer, because these could be bad powers, bad batteries, bad connections on the batteries. You need to correct those first. But as you will see here, it says entire field system new, OEM Bosch, including lift and injection pumps, every sensor new, wiring harness removed and tested, new batteries and upgraded cables, alternator. So as you see, he already has done his homework, and it keeps happening. So yes, you could have a loss of power or a bad connection that can, damage the computer or can create a fault code. So let me just show you the module information. So we will see that on now the donor. This is the ECU part number, which is at the same time the calibration for these newer ones, 35325 553 5553 AW. And then the B number, this is the original computer, so it will have only one B number, and the last digits are G108550. This was on the 8th when I was checking the computer. I always, like I always do, take a picture of the computer connected, and then we can see the firmware references are present and everything. So that's, again, not a concern. There's no communication. It has good communication, but it has those problems. So I already, like I said, performed the bean programming on this computer. I'm going to show you a tech tip coming from Identifix. It says I have a code P0606 in the electronic ECM module. Clear the code and comes right back. Engine is running rough and erratic, which is exactly what Matthew is experiencing. This, and then look at the notes, which is actually like a copy of what the description of the full code is. It says this is an internal failure of the ECM. Check the powers and grounds of the ECM before replacing the ECM, and be aware that the new unit comes blank and needs to be programmed if you have a new unit. What else? So the code, right? Let me see. I think I have it open already. Yep. You can read in there. I mean, let me make it this a little bigger. It's pretty straightforward. There is nothing you can do. It says P0606 ECM hardware error. For a complete wire diagram, refer when monitor, key on or engine running. Set condition ECM has detected an internal failure. It says possible causes, the ECM always perform procedures and the ignition on. This DTC is caused by an internal ECM failure. Repairs are not possible to the ECM. Even the manufacturer knows that when this happens, toss it, garbage, get a new module. There's nothing you can do. And I have tried to attempt to correct that. And I was very specific to Matthew even before he sent the module. I'm like, P0606, that is not looking good, especially if he already has done that. Let me test it out in here. Test it out. No good. So that's why we're here today, right? So, all right. So let me show you. This is the donor module open. And I have his original here. So let me put the scanner on the view. And I have the meter connected to the 5-volt reference circuit and sensor ground off the donor module. So we're going to power it on. No, I'm going to power it on, right? So we got a 5-volt reference. Let's do a connection. Let me get to my view of the scanner. And these ones are the CAN buses at 2006. So this one does automatic ID. And like I said, I already programmed the B, so we should be reading the same G108550 last digits of the B number. Like I explained to, what happened? No communication. Oh, I know why I have no communication. I have not connected the CAN bus. So give me 1 second, guys, because the CAN bus is in connector 1. So let me power the computer off. Put my glasses. CAN high is in pin 4 in the connector 1 and CAN low in pin 5. Let's power it back up. Let me skip this and let's go back to the same menu we were. And let's do the auto scan, which I know it connects. So I'm like, something is not connected, and it wasn't. All right, now we can read that. It's very quickly communication, very quick as a CAN bus. So we got the correct bin number, G108550. Let's do a quick access, and we're going to enter the PCM. I don't know what they named the PCM in here, but I mean, it's actually, no, and this one is actually correct, but you will see that it says PCM and then TCM. This does not have a TCM. This is all in one module. All right, we can read the VIN number, 2006, and all that's just warnings for this tool. All right, we're going to enter the first module on the tab. And in module information, we're going to see the old VIN number and the new VIN number. So you can see Matthew and all, what was the VIN number in this computer, and now the new number, the current one. And you can see the calibration, 353-25553AW, which is the same as in the original module. So this is all good and working computer-wise connections, and everything is fine. So I'm going to do the repairs. But before I do that, let me actually disconnect from here. So let me get out of this vehicle. All right, so we just disconnected from this computer. I'm going to plug in his original one. So you can read, and Matthew as well. I'm going to plug it in here. Not forgetting to put the CAN bus this time. All right, so let's get out of here. So, and let me power this on. You'll see that this computer talks and communicates instantly as well. As far as being numbered and everything, you'll see that these two computers are now a perfect image of each other. I do always this for you guys and for the customer. I give always full transparency. When I say that I do something, I do it. I don't cut corners. That's what I give a good warranty, and my warranties are solid. I don't repair, burn. I mean, I don't cover, not repair. I don't cover liquid damage or burn components, because burn components are not because the computer failed. It's because something burned out. And I have been expressing that in every single video that I can, because it's just very important for me to share that. Now let's do the quick access as we did with the donor module. And the reason, again, I'm doing this is to show you that it's going to do the same thing and it's going to show us the same information. And this is very important. Now we're going to enter the computer module information one more time, and we can see 353-25553AW, same part number. And this one is the one that has just a 1B number. Why? Because this is the original module from him. All right, guys, let me do the repairs now that I have that module open up. And I'll be right back, just doing a quick connection and testing, make sure that everything is good to go. All right, be right back. All right, guys, I finished the repairs. Let's do a test. The only reason I'm doing a retest is to make sure the communication and everything after seal on these computers is all good. I don't show internal repairs because I'm not here to teach others to do what I do. Hopefully you understand that. But it's all good to go. I even put a conformal coat in the entire board to protect this and to make it last as long as it could. Well, it can, right? Well, either view will be the same, but let me just put you here. So let's put the meter and the top-down Phoenix in here. Again, Matthew will be getting both modules. I don't keep all modules for anything. And let's power this up. Minor reading voltage. Sensor ground. Oh, I'm like, why am I not reading voltage? Well, it's because the cable is unplugged. So let me plug it in. See, it's very good to do a test. All right, so let's now power up, because I'm like, everything seems to be connected. I was very, very careful to make sure that I have the communication this time, right? Sorry, guys, but I got so much work. I'm trying to keep up. Thank you so much, all you guys, for the support. I'm very, very happy and very humble for all the response around the world. It's overwhelming, and I'm very, very happy. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and my family. Thank you all. God bless you all. Thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's let me select the scanner because I was out completely. So we need to do again another scan. Get motion in my front door. Let's see if that is not FedEx, because I have a package that if it's FedEx, I can give it to them. No, that was just a car that went by. Sometimes the sensors are a little too picky. All right, so that's for Matthew pretty much. And well, you can see the U108550. We're going to do a quick access. Everything is going new. All the drivers, pretty much for any peripherals, I always replace all. Brand new EEPROM, capacitors, diodes, voltage regulator. And again, I spray with a very good conformal coating to protect these modules for a long time. All right, we're going to go into PCM1. Not sure what they name it PCM1, but that's what it is in here. Enter. And we're going to read the module information. You can see the old part number 136520, and then the new part, not part number, sorry, B number G108550, and the calibration again that we already saw before. Everything is good to go here. Just going to show let me just go over to maybe engine controller voltage, so you guys can see here. I put a graph. When I change the voltage in the computer, we can see the response on the graph. All communication is good, no fault codes, except for what is not connected, but the P0606 is definitely not present. So let me take you there. And I overstress this to make sure that that doesn't happen. All right, so we are having full codes for things are not connected. But the P0606, which is kind of like the dead fault, is not here. I'm just going to scroll all the way to the bottom. That's the last one. All right, guys, everything is good to go. Again, just a finishing on showing these to Matthew and whoever has a Cummins engine computer. I tried always to repair your module when it's something that cannot be repaired. You have a tune, it's nothing I can do, right? So you have to, because tunes are usually married to the ESN on these modules, not the V number. And then if you need to change the tune, you're gonna have to buy a new tune because it's not possible to get those transfer. Let me just 1 second here, guys. I want to give a shout out to 59 Diesel LLC. These guys are a really reputable tuner. If you want to have your vehicle tuned, let me take you over to their website. This is their website, 59 Diesel LLC. These are, I don't recommend any companies. I am very careful when I do, and this is a company you can rely on. These are actually even promoting my own company there. If you go over, I think it's, forgot what it was. If it was in articles, yeah, in articles. Let me see. I mean, it's somewhere that he put this in here. The best for air control and custom tunings. General, maybe general in here. I know that he put me somewhere in here, but it's a little, I know that the persons that are more familiar with their website is going to find it, but he has a very intricate website. But yeah, in these ones, you will read everything about tuning and everything that he does, and he will tell you if it's possible to tune your vehicle. Obviously, you can have a tune for road and off-road, and he will guide you to everything that you need. Again, it's 5-9diesel.com. This is a very good company, and it's a person that I will recommend, no problems about. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.